Busting down the whole broke, it's that bad.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Broncos going up against the Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Jacksonville Jaguars. First and 10, Kelly. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. Now a first down throw, Kelly, and he will find his man for the first time, Demaryius Thomas. And he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. So here we go, first and 10 now. Now a play fake here on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. And this offensive unit, they have to face a third down and 12 now.
Green, 39, Leopard.
Out of the gun, it's Kelly. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Dante Fowler coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
Second down and 4. They'll run it again with Fournette, and they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now.
Lynch to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing, Lynch, looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd and short.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Lynch now throwing on 3rd. James has it. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back right near midfield. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Green, 39. Green, Detroit. Detroit.
From midfield now, here's Lynch. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Marshall coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. Dumps it off to Fournette. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
This one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Gets past one man, and now running right through it. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
You know what's really hard for a big-time running back? Is patience. Being able to hang in there when the runs aren't there, when you're taking some hits early in the game. But this drive, oh, he's come alive and in a big way. Now he's starting to gallop.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And the Denver Broncos are in for 6. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And it's up and good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And that one makes it 14-7. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
They run a draw here on second down. And it worked his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Kelly. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They go play action here on 1st down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. A strong running. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Eight yards to go here on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Operating from the gun, Kelly finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Now they send the tight end in motion left. So they're on the 5-yard line here, 2nd down and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Kelly now going to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas from 4 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second down, Lynch. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. Out of the gun, Lynch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. It's taken to the 26. And he is knocked down from the side, near the 42. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. On first down, it's Kelly. That's caught left side by Jake Butt. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Play action, it's Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Kelly. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking deep for Demarius. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Now it's Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Now Lynch on first down. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit! 4 down, check. 4 down. Here we go now. No, check. Patriot. Check 4. Leopard.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's Brad Nordman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
and you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go now. 3,
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
Now let's go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's James. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Blue 90.
And now Lynch. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars. Jason Myers now for the field goal try. And Myers able to knock it through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, that's Newman. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So it'll be first down here after the run. Kelly operating from the gun. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's second down. To throw is Kelly. Going to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henderson. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Here's Kelly. A final shot before break. And his throw here's incomplete. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's gonna wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, it's Fournette. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go now.
So they're definitely showing blitz here. To throw on second down. Lynch. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now they try the right side here. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Kelly. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's Kelly. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd. Here's Kelly. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Paul Puslosny in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kelly being chased out left. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. It's their quarterback with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again, Lynch. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Jaguars on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lynch to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, you start to feel sorry now for the young man throwing the football. This is really turning into a disaster.
Listen, it's baptism. Right? This is almost a rite of passage. This young in the league, go back and find a Hall of Fame quarterback and check their records for their first 2 years, especially if they started the bulk of the games. I bet you'll find double-digit interceptions on just about every one of them. They have to learn as they go along.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And down he'll go at the 25. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now let's go. Boom, land it.
To throw on second down. Lynch. James has got it. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Shift together here from the D-line. On first down, it's Lynch. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Here we go now.
Throwing, Lynch. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On third down, Fournette. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. They'll throw on first down with Lynch. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Final minute now of the third quarter. Lynch looking to throw on second. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Jaguars on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be third and a mile. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Back now in Jacksonville. Offense staying ahead of the chains here. 2nd and 3. Now they'll run on the draw. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down.
What's tight? Tight end right. What's tight? Tight end right. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Leopard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. That good for 22 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now Kelly. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's Kelly.
Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
And the D looking like they may blitz. Now it's Lynch. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was looking for his big tight end there, Jesse James. And that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just
and the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Lynch now, work to do certainly after that sack. This is third and long. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So the offense has it first and 10. From the gun, it's Lynch. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success, as they did on that play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
To throw is Lynch. A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the ground, Ivory. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jesse James from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. A play fake. Now Kelly. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 14.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. All right, now. Lucky 56. Back down in that Philly. Here we go.
From the gun, Kelly. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
This is fielded at the 27. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, Lynch. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Lynch on first down. And he rifles one incomplete. The running back Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom, 90.
Second and 10 now. It's Lynch. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
And this offense can get their tight ends involved. They can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Here we go. Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Lynch to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
To throw again is Lynch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Here we go. Lynch on fourth down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 30, 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. And they get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
3-19. Gone.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Broncos, it'll be a happy trip home as they start the season with a road victory here on a Monday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all